People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Good afternoon, Callaway. What a week. And it wraps up today with the return of Callaway Idol. Hope you've enjoyed the day so far, Lakers.
I know I have, Mason, and I'm sure the academic team too has with their latest win.
I'm sure they have. The Calloway County High School academic team made school history again this Friday, February 21st. And this time it's won them an all-expense paid trip to Washington, D.C.
That's right. Our academic team was named Regents of the Department of Energy Regional Science Bowl and are now moving on to the national level of competition. The Lakers were victorious against many schools, including the 2013 champs Gatton Academy, a very well-respected high school on the campus of WKU. Callaway had some pretty tough competition, but still managed to win their 10th and final round against Gatton with a score of 114-40.
This past weekend, the Callaway speech team placed 6th in the state at the KESDA tournament in Lexington. Students Lauren Cox, Stephanie McLean, Andrea McCormack, Caitlin English, and Maddie Rose all placed in the final round. In 2 weeks, they will head to the state tournament on UK's campus. Congrats and good luck, speech team, preparing for state.
Well, seniors, graduation is approaching fast, and so are those deadlines for scholarship applications. The guidance counselors say if you want a shot at any scholarship money, you better get moving. To find out more, we've got reporter Dakota Futch standing by.
Ms. Williams, what is the importance of scholarships and getting them turned in on time?
The importance of a scholarship is that it is money that is awarded to a senior who has done a really good job, kept up the grades, made a pretty good ACT score, and it's free money. It does not have to be paid back. So the importance of the scholarship is the free money. But when you're looking at scholarships, you have to pay close attention to the deadline date, which means that if it's due on February the 12th, then you have to turn it in by February the 12th, or you can't be considered for that scholarship. Another important thing to remember about scholarships is that each institution, Murray State, the University of Kentucky, SEMO, wherever, each of those institutions may have a different scholarship deadline. So you have to make certain that you're aware of the deadline for each institution. And as Mr. McCallan has said several times on the intercom, you don't ever know if you're going to get money until you apply for money. So if a scholarship is there, you lose nothing by submitting an application and putting your name in the pot. So there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Mason.
Juniors, the ACT is right around the corner. Have you been preparing for it? If not, you might consider doing some last-minute cramming over the weekend. Reporter Taylor Smith asks some students about the preparation, as well as some advice from some teachers.
Well, for the particular scholarship, I want a 28 at least.
I'm wanting to make at least like a mid-20, like 25 or above is what I'm aiming for.
Colleges in many states, including Kentucky, require a minimum ACT score for admission. But Kentucky also uses ACT scores to determine if high school students are considered college ready. Students need to reach these benchmarks in order to avoid having to take remediation classes during their first year of college. In 2013, Kentucky students lagged behind the national scoring average in all 4 testing categories.
Paying attention in academic prep is a great way to start, because that's what that is there to do, is to prepare you for the ACT.
Murray State offers classes where you can go and do prep courses like over the summer and prepare for it.
If you want to improve your score on the ACT, the experts offer a few tips. Read directions and questions carefully. Pace yourself. Pay attention to time. Use a number 2 pencil with a good eraser. Do easy questions first and the hard ones last. On tough questions, use the process of elimination. Answer every question. There's no penalty for guessing. And if you have time, check your work. For questions or extra practice, check out websites like act.org or number2.com.
It's pretty much the thing that can kickstart you or really keep you at a stand.
And it's a test, and you know, you can always take it again, so there's really no need to be nervous.
Of course, it's worth noting that every time you take the ACT, it will cost you over $35. So, juniors, it's a good idea to do the best you can on next Tuesday, because the fee for this test date is paid by the state of Kentucky.
Coming up, we'll see how a student takes old TV sets and turns them into modern art.
Then I have the story on the future of cars and how this could change them completely.
Teachers today are finding new ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable.
One of Ms. Sasso's AP Art students, Chase Barrow, recently began experimenting with musical wavelength frequencies. What exactly went into this project? I went down to the art room to take a look.
Hey, I'm in the back of the art room with Chase Barrow, and Chase, I just want to know, what is all this stuff?
Pretty much it's like a art installation that I've been working on like last semester, and I pretty much like rewired some TVs, and now it does this.
Why did you decide to do all this stuff? I mean, this is crazy.
I saw some stuff on the internet about it, and I thought I'd do my own and make a thing about like an art installation for AP Art and hook up the color organ and stuff. So,
was it hard? Like, what inspired you to do all this?
I don't know. It just looked really cool, so I thought I'd do it on my own, and I don't know, man.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for Laker TV. I'm Alex Olin.
What Chase did looks quite futuristic, but what about our cars? How will they look within the next few years? I did some digging and found some pretty interesting things about the future of car design. This could change everything we know about cars. You are all familiar with the standard cars like the Ford Mustang, Nissan Altima, and the Dodge Challenger. But will our cars still look like this in the next few years? Some future cars are already being pushed, like the Glen K, the Bot, Sharing Pavilion, the Peon, and the COV. Another one is the TFX, which is a literal flying car being designed on a consumer level. Its design is set for vertical takeoff from almost anywhere, and is supposed to be released in 2020. And last but not least is Elio from Elio Motors. This American-made, extremely affordable machine is 84 miles to the gallon. Its interesting design makes it seem futuristic. It's a two-seater where your passenger actually sits behind you. And unlike its small size, it has plenty of room inside. This thing only goes for $6,800, and you aren't losing anything from a normal car besides maybe having 4 tires. The Elio is due to start mass production this summer, and is supposed to be completely released at the start of 2015. I'm here with car enthusiast Mr. Slayton, and we're going to discuss what he feels about the Elio. Now, what's your opinions about this and the 3 wheels, basically, of the car?
I have a few classic cars, antique cars, that are, and most of the ones I have are really small. So I tend to like things that are small and unusual like that. But I think it'd be fun to have. If I lived 2 miles or 3 miles from here at work, I probably would. So, yes.
But with most of these cars, they are electric. The government doesn't really have a way to get taxes for roads, and do you see that being a problem?
Well, actually, most states have what they refer to as road usage taxes, and so there are other ways that Uncle Sam gets you for ownership of things like that.
If you want to learn more about the Elio, you can simply go to eliomotors.com. And as for the flying car, you can go to driventofly.com for more information of their flying creation.
Well, Mason, I have to say that looks pretty cool.
As they say, it's not your father's Oldsmobile.
The 4th District basketball tournament proved to be a tough week for Laker Nation. Details coming up next from the Laker Sports Center.
And later on, dance moves you can do to help out sick babies.
Every month, the Laker Review staff works hard to bring you many features, such as news, viewpoint, entertainment, sports, and a center spread. The Laker Review, coming soon to a classroom near you.
Hey Laker Nation, I'm Jake Burnett. This week we started the 4th District Tournament with the girls basketball team taking a hard loss Tuesday night against Marshall County Marshals. Summer Simmons poured in 28 points, but reporter Logan Fry says it just wasn't enough to overcome the numerous Laker turnovers.
The Lady Lakers met with the Lady Marshals last Tuesday for a district matchup. This game's first half was quite close, the Lakers trailing by a near few at the half. After halftime, the Lady Marshals continued their lead on the Lady Lakers, and not even senior Summer Simmons' major contribution to the points that night could bring the win that the Lady Lakers needed to continue in the district tournament.
The boys team made it to the final round of district games last night, where they faced off for the third time this season against Marshall. They went into the district tournament as the top seed, but things didn't go as planned. Here's Lucas Reck with a look at last night's game.
Last night in the championship game, Calloway County put together a strong first quarter, but it took a great play by Wade Carter to give the Lakers a 19-18 lead heading into the halftime break. However, the Marshals would dominate in the third quarter, outscoring the Lakers 18-7 to build a comfortable lead they never gave up. An early fourth quarter dunk by Michael Arnett was a crowd pleaser for Callaway fans, but it wasn't enough to turn the tide. Marshall County gets the district tournament title with a 57-47 win. For Laker TV, I'm Lucas Reck.
Both Marshall and Callaway boys will play in next week's first regional tournament, but this loss means the Lakers will go in as a district tournament runner-up, and that means Callaway will have to face off a first-place team from another district. The tournament draw is Saturday morning to determine the opening round matchups next week at the CFSB Center. Well, we want to say congratulations to Isaiah Frank for being the first wrestler in school history to place at the state tournament. Isaiah placed 5th out of 33 in his weight class. Congratulations, Isaiah. That is all for sports this week. Now back to Alex and Mason.
Every year there are around 700 babies born with HIV. To help combat this, Coca-Cola is running a campaign to raise money for these babies. All you have to do is create a dance video and post it on any social media outlet with the hashtag CokeRedMoves. Producer Alex A. walked around the school encouraging students and staff to take part in this dance movement.
Every day, 700 babies are born with HIV.
Now, you can help us get that number down to nearly 0 just by dancing.
Just by dancing.
Just by dancing. Just by dancing.
Create your own dance video with your own moves.
Go to www.cokeredmoves.com.
Go to cokeredmoves.com to see how your video
can help save lives.
For the first 1,000 videos uploaded,
Coca-Cola will donate funds which could provide HIV and AIDS medication. CokeRedMoves.com.
The 2014 yearbooks are on sale now. See any member of the yearbook staff or Miss Lee in room 308 to order yours. Yearbooks are $25 and they're taking orders outside the cafeteria during both lunches.
Today's the day for the big talent show at CCHS, Callaway Idol. This afternoon, 10 finalists will compete for the winning title. This yearly event is sponsored by the Beta Club, and your $1 admission is a donation to the Callaway County Relay for Life. Good luck to everyone competing today. Well, that's all we have for Laker TV this week.
See you next time, Lakers.
And enjoy Callaway Idol.
Keep it simple so it's not complicated.